if you can hear me, please give me a high five in the chat box so that I know that you can hear me clearly. All right. Thank you, guys. We will start in a very short while. So just give me a minute. All right, that's great. So basically today our session will take about 15 minutes. I will give you the latest update by the company, and subsequently I will allocate about half an hour to answer the question from all of you. All right, so let's kickstart our webinar for tonight. So what we will be talking about is the business enhancement update. All right, so before we start, please be reminded no photography, no videography, and even put in YouTube. So take note on that. And overall overview, since the TFX launch on the 9th of December, so the price movement currently is on a downtrend, whereby the market is more like a seller's market instead of a buyer's market. Okay, so so I will talk a bit slow so that you can understand, because there's a participant request me to talk a bit slow. I'll go a little bit slow. Okay, so this is the overall view. If you can't hear me, you don't hear any sound, please switch on or increase the volume in your device. All right. So I will go on with the next overview. Is that the total pending executed, okay, dated 19th of December, is 52 million, okay, 576 78 TFX coin. So we also have today also successfully executed between 2 to 4 p.m. MY time. All right. So then I will go into the third overview. Is that we also burn 52 million, this total pending buy, instead of reaching 50 million threshold that we will burn the coin, but we burn all, because we know that the moving up this coming few week trend is also a seller's trend. So we burn all the coin, and the coin was burned on the 19th of December at 12. This is the time, and these are the transactions address. So if you click on this address, you'll be able to see that TFX coin with this amount has been burned. All right, so this is the latest info. An update from the company. There's the number one pending buy daily schedule updates. So we will be doing between 6 GMT to 8 GMT, and based on that, in between, but we, as to when, we will not reveal out, because we noticed that for the past 2 days, especially yesterday, we noticed some of the IBs, they use robot. That robot can do 1 million click per second. Okay, so they install robot, and in order to get all the company spending by, and is at the detrimental effect of for other accounts. So therefore we void the initial pending buy, and the IT technical team took about 4 to 5 hours to overcome this issue, and finally we have pending buy happened yesterday, that we have more than 40,000, I think, that managed to get the pending buy. All right. So the second thing is that update on pending buy pop-up window statistics show over the last 9 days, reception rate of pop-up has increased. Then we are also implementing improvement initiative by engaging with the expert to optimize pop-up features to wider investor base. All right. So these are the statistics, as you can see. This is today 39,000. Yesterday is 42,000. So since the day one launching until now, from 26 is gradually breaking to 42 and 39,000 as at today. All right. So this is the latest information that I can share with you. You can see more and more people able to successfully fill their TFX coin. Okay, and these are the latest update, guys. The pending pop-up pending buy pop-up actually in any other cryptocurrency exchange, they do not have pop-up window. All right, they do not have this, because their business model doesn't require that. But for us, our business model, we require that. Okay, but from the experts advice, we will move our pop-up pending buy pop-up will be shifted back to our traders room. And as we speak now, in fact, this morning I had a Zoom meeting with the entire team, and also with the management team, and the management has decided that we will move this pending buy pop-up to our traders room. Okay, and now the IT team already start working, writing program, creating a landing page, and there will be a page solely for this pending buy pop-up. All right, so how it works when the time comes, I will come up with another webinar to share with you, and also our multimedia team will come up with a video and will place into YouTube so that you have better understanding of how it will work. Okay, so the migration work is underway and expected to complete in 2 to 3 weeks time from now. So we are expecting somewhere between mid-January, and the meantime from now until mid-January, before this thing move to traders room, we will continue to optimize this pop-up. All right, we will continue to increase the pop-up by to the wider investor base. All right, so this is something that we are doing now. In fact, yesterday I mentioned about we will be having a meeting next week, but since there was some good recommendation or suggestion given last 2 days during Mandarin and English session in the evening, and therefore I put it up, put an email, and then we just call a Zoom and quickly make up the discuss about it, and it seems constructive, and the management decided to straight away implement it. All right, so at the same time we will be upgrading our TX exchange. Okay, so this upgrade will take at least 4 to 6 weeks. This is a major upgrade. The objective is to stabilize the exchange. All right, so like some of you may have issue of like finding the token, when you want to select the token, when you want to copy the address, sometimes you don't see the token TFX or USDT because it's not stable, and we are doing that now. So once complete this, the whole process of upgrade exercise, we will move our internal transfer back to our traders room. Okay, so we'll move it back to our traders room, and the internal transfer for TFX and USDT feature remain the same. So meaning that you can actually do internal transfer for TFX and USDT from one ID to another by just as like before, type in the name, put in the ID, and put in the actual amount, and put in there's the required box, I think, for what purpose. All right, so this is for your own record, so you need to do that. So it's the same as before, and then when we do that, our exchange will not stop. Okay, so when we move our pending buy pop-up to the traders room, so exchange will not stop trading, it will go as normal, and we move our internal transfer back to our traders room, everything will be the exchange will move on as usual. So in case if you want to sell your TFX or USDT, then only you need to use pull or push into the exchange. So exchange it's like become MT4. All right, so you need to push or pull. Then we will share with you even more when we have this ready for you. Okay, so this is the third thing that we are doing. We're doing it now. And number 4, some of the leader require that the company share this out. What are the future direction of TX exchange? So basically, the setting up of TX exchange is not limited to current usage for our investor, but in preparation for future as full-fledged crypto exchange platform. And once TFX is stabilized, okay, the TX exchange will move to phase 2, whereby the company will list 30 major current cryptocurrency into the exchange platform, and this will provide liquidity not only within our community, but this will also provide liquidity to the entire crypto community worldwide. And of course, they will look at our coin and look at the fundamental of the coin. So if you are in cryptocurrency industry, you know that sometimes when the value of your coin is not on the uptrend, it's on the downtrend, usually you do stacking, right? So when you do stacking, you may get the incentive, but usually the incentive could be 1%, 2%, or even less than 1%, depending on the coin. So, but if they buy TFX and they stack TFX, meaning that they attach to their appointed fund manager, it's called stacking as well, and they enjoy every cycle about 7%, which is more lucrative and more appealing as compared to the actual stacking in the crypto community. So these are something that we are looking into moving forward into the future. And of course, in the platform, when we launch in the phase 2, the benefit of it is that it will have a benefit of crypto exchange for trading crypto, and this also to invite the crypto traders to look at our strength in trading in forex. All right. So actually, from us, you can see the company is strong in forex, handling forex in fund management program, and we use our strength to leverage on our strength and move into crypto industry. Okay, so of course, all the transaction fees in our exchange can be spent with TFX for all trading activities. All right. So these are the things. To give you a glimpse of example of major crypto coins market value in comparison with our TFX market value. So if you look at number one, of course, everybody know is Bitcoin. All right, so 323 billion, even though the price is low, but still the market cap is so high, and they are number one. All right, so number two is Ethereum, Tether, USDC. Then we have BNB, BUSD, followed by, let's look at Dogecoin, and number 10 is Polygon. All right, Polygon is about 7B. All right, so Cardano is about 8.9 billion. All right, so if you look at the potential of TFX coin in the future, if let's say you say about 50 cents is about 5B, okay, if you talk about 1 USD is about 10B, which could be within the range or above in the top 10. So the key point is that these are the potential moving forward in the future. All right. So at the present moment, we need to address the current issue, but these are to give you a glimpse of what will happen. All right, if we move forward into the future. All right, so these are three major events currently happening in the market. Of course, this is not a flag of a country, but basically to share with you to depict demand is green, supply is red, and also in the market, why is neutral. You have in different levels of investors confident. Okay, so let's look at one by one. So investors' level of confidence is in the market. You can see so many types of investors that behave differently because of their mindset and the way they see things. The perception is different, therefore the way they act is also different. All right, so basically sell is one category. The other category will be hold. They hold the TFX, they don't sell, and they reinvest, or some even buy more using dollar averaging cost down strategy. Okay, and some of them, they don't do anything, they just buy low, sell high, and trade TFX. All right, and the other small group that's emerging now is the dry TFX demand. Those are the IBs and the leaders that start to build new investor base, because when the new investor come in, the way they look at the current value, they know that is one coin is $1, and this will give them a different perspective. All right, so in the market you have 5 different group of people, so there's no wrong, there's no right, or there's no you should be doing this or you should be doing that. No, because market is full of different sentiments, market is full of different investor with different mindset. Okay, therefore they behave differently, they act differently. All right, of course, currently, as you can see, the trend is more on seller trend rather than the buyer trend. Okay, so what are the demand for TFX is low cost of investment to enter the market. So basically, these are the new investors that apply, register as an IB, and they went into the market with USDT and start to buy TFX, and they attach. So this small group is start emerge. Okay, so these are small groups start to emerge. Excuse me. Now in the market, you also have another group of investors. They are more into mining. Okay, mining Bitcoin. So for them, investing like 50,000 US dollar, 100,000 US dollar to mine Bitcoin, and now no longer that easy to mine. And over a month, they might not mine even one Bitcoin. And the facts that currently the price of Bitcoin is low, so it doesn't have motivation to meet, and they have other overhead costs which is pretty high. And for them, they look at the fund manager in their appointed fund manager as mining tools. All right, no longer software, no longer buying a software. So they, rather than investing in a software to build the mining to mine Bitcoin, they invest into their appointed fund manager and let the fund manager to mint every cycle TFX for them. So this is their mindset. Okay, this is another group of a new investor that comes in. Okay, now of course you have third group of traders that they trade TFX as source of income. So some people call them manipulator. They are not manipulator. They are someone that I would say more toward like speculator, or you can call them professional trader, depend on how you look at it. And they actually, when they buy, actually they are providing liquidity into the market. Right, but on the other hand, when the price is high, they sell, right? So they are making profit out of it. So there's nothing right or wrong about this group of people. It's just that they know how to trade by buying low and sell high. So these are third group of people. And some of you may think that this group of people, they will buy low and then they queue in a pending buy. I don't think they want to queue in a pending buy, because by looking at the price movement, price difference in the market, which is faster than waiting for pending buy. So they may realize their profit even faster using buy low, sell high strategy. Okay, and then the third group, consistent sell trend by investors, which is currently is happening now. All right, and you see more seller in the market, therefore the price is going down. All right, then the speculator in the market to leverage on price difference to gain profit. So this group of people is the same as this group. It's the same person. All right, so they are the one. Okay, so these are basically different things that happen in the market, three major events that happen in the market now. And but of course, I would say that demand for TFX, this group is start to grow, okay, start growing, but the trend does not able to outweigh the sell trend. Okay, until when the demand keep increasing, whereby it come to a tipping point, it can tip over, then you'll start to see that the demand is getting more. Okay, then people that plan to sell, they no longer want to sell or sell less. So yes, you can see the trend is different. Okay, then these are the ongoing initiative by the company. All right, number one, optimizing pending buy pop-up window. We will still do that pending moving the pending buy pop-up window from exchange to our traders room. Okay, so these are the things that ongoing, as mentioned before. So it take about 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully by mid of January, everything will be ready. Okay. Number two, TX exchange upgrade. Once complete, internal transfer will be shifted back to our traders room, and the features is for both TFX and USDT remain the same. Okay, it's easier. All right. So you treat the exchange as MT4, whereby you want to sell your TFX or transfer your USDT. All right. So these are the way to go about it. Okay. So sorry. Third, we'll continue buyback of TFX from open market via stabilizer mechanism. However, this exercise will not create huge impact because of the massive sell trend or strong sell trend currently prevailing in the market. Okay, if you ask, do company come in with a buyback or with a stabilizer? The answer is yes. Okay, the key point is that even though we come in with our profit, it doesn't really create any significant change. Okay, it just help to maintain the price. All right, so that's it. Okay, number four, we also promote transparency by issuing constant update in traders room on the following matters. All right, number one, same day update on successful pending buy. Number two, announcement on threshold of 50 million TFX coin burn. Also, we'll provide you with public address so that you can check. Number three will be update on total reserve accumulated via pending buy on daily basis when the day where we have pending buy, we'll update, okay, and put in public wallet for you to able to see. Okay, when you reach 50 million, you will also be burned. This coin, this reserve will be burned. All right, so I think that will be all. I think the very key point is that we are doing this, all right, to enhance the system, and we'll do migration later by mid of January. The second would be the upgrade. So we'll go back to the traders room for internal transfer. Okay, and continue buyback. Of course, you are doing that. And number four, promote transparency. We are doing that. So you need not wait for your leaders to give you the information. In fact, you can take the information along the way when you log into your traders room. Okay, so all the announcement will be in the traders room. It's easy for you to see. Okay, So I think that will be all for my presentation. Thank you. So if you have any question, please put in your question now. Okay, I'll take about another 15-20 minutes to answer it. Okay, there's one good question coming in. All right. So what we are looking into is I just want to look at the first, just not the first person that coming in with the question. Can you share more about the upcoming new pending buy method with countdown? What's the countdown means and how does it work? Okay, basically this is to give you some idea because I don't have the visual available because the engineering are still building it, but the concept is in this manner. So we will set a standard time based on GMT time for pending buy to take place. And when the price of TFX fall below 1 USDT, the pending buy will appear on the GMT time. At the moment, still remain at GMT plus 6. Okay, still remain, yeah. And during the period of time, you log into your traders room, you click the page whereby it says pending buy. Okay, and there's a window there. It's not a pop-up anymore. There's a window there with a timer. And this timer may be 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I'm not sure how they're gonna put it. So there's a timer that count down. Like let's say, for example, let's say 5 minutes. So count down 5 minutes. So why 5 minutes? We are waiting for everybody to come in 5 minutes, and then you start to fill up your the amount of TFX that you want to sell. And when the timer come to 0, then you click sell. So that's how I was told it will be in this manner. Okay, so I hope that answer your question. Okay, all right. So pop up buy 1-to-1 perform on Saturday, Sunday as well. We can't do on the weekend because our liquidity provider they are not working, so therefore there's no withdrawal that we can take or can be processed over the weekend. GMT 6 plus 6 to GMT plus 8. What is the time in Singapore? It's 2 p.m. Okay, you just look at plus. Singapore is plus 8. All right, it's 2 to 4. Okay, 2 to 4 p.m. Yeah. And then you can Google and double confirm. Okay, why we are going into the one-to-one pending buy window tomorrow is that I have been seeing from announcement that the one-to-one pending buy window tomorrow is from 06 to 08 GMT. Is that true? The answer is yes. Show us proof you still have money. You look at every day, there's a 10 million USDT coming into the pending buy to process all the buy. That is the money. Okay, that is where the limit. Again, I saw some of the leader sharing. They says that the limitation of the banking limitation is coming from liquidity provider. In fact, it's not true. Okay, the limitation is not coming from the liquidity provider. The limitation is on the company side because they have set up so many banks through many subsidiaries, and over the years they have built up to like max one day they can process 10 million US dollar withdrawal. Okay, so with this banking limitation of 10 million per day, you can say one thing, uh, 10 million to process all the withdrawal. And if the withdrawal is like 20, 30 million a day, so of course you will carry for the next day. The next day is also another 20, 30 million. Therefore, you have a longer queue. Okay, you have a longer queue over a period of time. So if we do not move to this new system, your withdrawal may go up to like 6 months, 4 to 6 months as forecast. Okay, if you withdraw now, it may take you 4 to 6 months, and it will create even more panic. All right. So at least now we have pending buy that coming in with 10 million USDT. And if you understand in the market, if you want to buy USDT, a lot of KYC involved. And of course, there are many type of USDT in the market. So you can buy from many sources. There are only one type USDT in the market, but you can buy from different source. And a certain source is not advisable because they are not in a proper channel. All right. So if you understand what I mean, okay, certain source of USDT is dealing with black money or cartel money, so that is no. All right. So from here, as you can see, 10 million USDT per day is not easy to get in the market, right? So this is how you can see that there's coming in with when the market fall below one, the pending buy appear, okay, with 10 million a day. So this is how it works. May I know today's update will share the slide? Yeah, of course we will share the slide. I already shared the slide. Can you allow something between 5% to 25% of actual profit in our traders room to convert to USDT? You can decide anything between 5 to 25%. This will be better than pop up. If we do 5 to 25%, you might not have, because our limit is 10 million a day, and it will be definitely more than 10 million. And again, if you do this, the queue will be longer. Okay, the queue will be even longer. Uh, Can you show the proof that company pending buy is actually given out to those 20, 30,000 people? I mean, in every session, I saw this question pop up. Okay, so, but I just want to clarify with you. I mean, it's not the management doesn't want to reveal. If we reveal all the, let's say we look at this example. Let's look at this example, okay? If let's say we let's say for this day number 9, all right, day number 9, we have about 39,859 accounts. We don't count by ID, we call by person, we call by account. Okay, 39,859 account. That if we reveal their wallet address, then we are actually exposing the risk of their wallet being hacked by the hacker. Okay, or if we reveal their ID, traders room ID, it also expose them to hacking by the hacker. So there's no way we can expose this just to promote transparency, but expose the risk of our investor into the possibility of being hacked of their account. Okay, so these are the things that we can't show it. Even Binance also doesn't show it, right? They show in a different format. can you set the TFX price back to 1 TFX into 1 USDT in the exchange? Well, if you set at 1 to 1, the problem is that there's no transaction at all. And you know what happened? People will start to sell outside in the market at discount. I think this thing happened before, but it will continue to do so. And yeah, if you took 1 to 1, there's no incentive there. Why not company spending by increasing to 100 million? If we can increase our daily withdrawal limit to 100 million, of course, we are not going into this. We still can process, right? So it's just because that the business grew exponentially that we doesn't have managed to have the time to stop it. Until now, we stop at 10 billion, no more. Just in case anyone that want to come in, they have to buy from existing investors. How do we answer our IB when they ask why were we not given the option to convert our USDT to TFX? Okay, basically, if we don't move, if you don't do this migration, what will happen is that you will see that the withdrawal queue will become longer. All right, I mean, before that, some of you have already noticed that the withdrawal queue is getting longer and longer. And when it getting longer and longer, it will erode the confidence of existing investor and it will create a massive withdrawal again. So if you create massive withdrawal again, then this vicious cycle will happen. And at the end of the day, the withdrawal may take even longer to be processed. And by the way, for those of you say that, please answer my question. Can you put your question there so that I'll look into it? In the morning, in the afternoon session, Mandarin session, I also miss out some of the question. I want to ask, where do the TFX coin that are distributed to member FM profit from? What is it? Let me understand your question, because is there a new coin printing? Okay, I think your question is this. I think your question, because of the way you write it. Okay, it means that when come to profit, okay, from fund manager, okay, will there be this profit will be minted into TFX? The answer is yes. So you can look at the previous webinar in November or December. We talk about protection protocol. It will be minted and distributed to you in TFX. Why not company buy USDT from Tether company? Actually, we are buying USDT from Tether or from ERC from everywhere. Okay, as long as USDT. Okay. If we stick to no need TFX, we stick to USDT. If we stick to USDT, again, you will see the liquidity of 10 million. Okay, the banking limit of 10 million. So definitely is not enough to distribute. And if we don't, the key point of TFX is that in future, it will be for a lot of usage. Okay, it's not only purely for this. Is that possible? TFX set the TFX coin sell at minimum 0.70 cent. If possible, the problem will be solved. Okay, when let's say for example we set the coin at 70 cent, then there will be a debate again. Why 70 cent, not 80 cent, not 50 cent, not 60 cent? And even you set at 70 cent, someone that want to exit fast, you know what they do? They will just go below 70 cent and sell to market. Okay, on the private dealing. And of course, this is their own decision. And you can see that when they do that in the market, you don't really see demand for 70 cent in the exchange. Okay. Uh, Hi, Clement. At this rate, I believe majority investor are not really concerned on incentive or price varies, but we want one TFX to one USDT. If you put TF, as I mentioned before, if you put 1 to 1 in the exchange, you will see there is not really a much transaction happen because those who come in, they want to buy at one. I mean, there's no demand because they can just uh, look for those who want to sell below one, right? So this could be that's why you don't see a lot of movement there if you look at if you do that. When can I expect the TFX coin to increase? Well, the TFX coin is like open market. When TFX coin can increase is when there is a few things happen. Like I mentioned before, when there is a new demand, the demand has increased for TFX, either from either whichever source. Okay, especially from new investor, they're coming in with a uh, lower price. They come in, and some may have different perspective, like mining people that into mining, they come in with different perspective. And also you can see some existing IBs that doing dollar averaging. It could be so many types of people that behave in the market that they create the demand for the FX. All right, so this will be one of it. There's one and a good suggestion. Why don't Triumph consider a pending buy order book option, where when folks wanting to sell place an order and the orders are filled proportionally rather than pop up. So this is what we plan to do moving forward into the traders room. Just put a maximum withdrawal. You can't set a maximum withdrawal. When you set maximum withdrawal, what's the quantum? Someone that with 10,000, what's the quantum of their maximum withdrawal? Some with 1,000, what is the quantum? So again, it's very debatable. I will share the slide at the end of the session. Okay. You are still minting token when profit distribution. TFX token is increasing, value of the TFX will drop. Uh, you should look at multi-angle, it's not one angle. Of course, if you look at one angle, it shows that the supply of coin is getting more. But on the other hand, you also may look at those who get the coin, either they are going for compounding. If they are new investor, they may go for compounding. Some they may sell the profit and keep their capital. Some at the same time, you may see the market you have when the new investor base coming in, so you see the demand is there as well. So it's very you should look at this from multi-angle. Okay, if more and more new investor base coming in, then they come in, then you can see they provide demand into TFX coin in the market. All right, so it could be so many way to look into this. It's not one linear way to calculate this. If company really have money, of course, queue payment, no problem. Yeah, you can queue. I mean, that's why it come back like every day is like 50, 10 million, 10 million. That's where the limit is. They try their best also to increase it. If they can, sometime in every day, they can go for like 10.6 million, 10.7 million, they'll do that. Okay. Can internal transfer be moved back to traders room? Yes. We have mentioned, we have covered this in the slide just now. Okay, we will do that, but it may take time. Once we upgrade, the TX exchange is done, then we'll move the internal transfer back. If Please answer my question. You just type your question there. If there are so many of them, there's still about more than a few hundred down there. I just go through one by one. Make sure I don't repeat the same. How much is TFX coin in total? Is 10 billion 600 something. Okay, you can go to Etherscan and look for it. How much is the company buyback through the stabilizer effort? We put in our money, but the management do not wish to reveal. Okay, and also we are using different wallet to buy, so to protect the safety of the wallet. I don't understand why it is limited to 10 million a day. I can't understand where this limitation coming from. Okay, basically it's like this. When you have a company, your company have how to say, your company will have your company bank account will have a limit, right? How much you can transact per day. Okay, so if you go to the very max, that's how much you can transact per day. And for this company, they have come up with so many subsidiaries in order for them to be able to process the daily withdrawal. So therefore, it has set up countless many so that it can reach 10 million, okay, a day. So that is the answer I'm referring to. Okay. Can I use coin to trade in MT4? Now your coin is equals to 1, but you cannot use coin to trade MT4. You still need to use US dollar. So if you put in 1,000 coin equals to 1,000 US dollar, then you trade in forex is all in US dollar. Okay. I was not able to log in into TX account yesterday and today. Any reason? Yeah, there was a major upgrade and also some. When you come to pending buy, the market stop. All right, actually you can log in, but the market is stopped. Basically, you still can log in. Can you share with me more what is layering? It's a concept. I can share with you the concept. Let's say we put an example. You have 10 person there coming for pending buy. All right. So the first person may be 1,000, second person may be 3,000, third person may be 8,000, fourth person may be 10,000. All right. So on and so forth. So layering means, I give you one example. Layering means first round, it will be filled is like per 1,000. So first round, if you up everybody with 1,000, so those who withdraw fill up in 1,000, they are exceeding. So they get the 1,000 fill up, so he will get the 1,000 and he is out. So left with 9. So 9 the second 1,000 again, second 1,000 again, and third 1,000 again. So if you withdraw fill up 3,000, then you are exceed. So remaining with 8. So that's what we call layering. But in the exchange, usually they use programming to execute this, because this is like friction of nanosecond. So you cannot use human to count. You need to use a system to count. I don't understand why you say people will cheap sell USDT to not USDT, US dollar before that. Okay, is they are not selling USDT to the external market. Okay, if the price is 1 to 1, basically, as you can see, some of the, I mean, in the past, in the practice is this. In the past is that when you have your own community, someone that desperate for money, they will sell not at the actual exchange rate. They sell like 15%, 20% lower than exchange rate. And if you put 1 to 1, you know what? 1 to 1, there's no buyer. You know what they do? They will sell less than 1 to 1. That's what I mean. Most of the question are already answered. Repeat, but it's already answered. Is your 10 million per day limit forever? Can you work on increasing it? Yeah, the team, as per finance, they are working on it, but I don't think it will be so soon, because if they can go for 11 or 12 or even 20, they'll do that. Okay. Can you please consider setting the sell price to higher, at least 60 cent and above, below 1 but above 60 cent? Okay. But as I mentioned before, like if you put 60 cents, somebody will say, why not 80 cent? Why not 70 cent? That kind of issue. And even the 60 cent, people will wait for those who want to sell less than that in the open market, in the open market, outside the exchange. Yeah, having said that, I answer your question, I explained to you, but I also capture and also put in my observation from my feedback. I'll put it as a feedback, your feedback for the management to consider. Okay. When will the exchanger, I mean, when will the USDT exchanger be available on TX for USDT to fiat? Well, TFX exchange is only an exchange, okay? But the exchanger, you can go for either the one that we mentioned to you, fiat USDT exchanger, or you may go to any other Binance or Huobi or Bybit crypto exchanger. You can use that as well. So depend on where you want to go. All right, so you are free to choose your USDT or crypto exchanger. Okay. With the new buyback in traders room, can we sell full amount instead of fraction? The algorithm will still be the same, so you can fill up the full amount that you want to sell, but I don't think you can get it because of layering process that happen. This is a question that you put in. Why not limit company pending buy only for existing customer whose TFX is converted from actual USDT earlier? If in this way we have to, I mean, we have to stop certain number ID and below can only do pending buy. Certain ID and above cannot do pending buy. Are you referring to this? Okay, so in that case, what is the purpose? Uh, you can look into many way, but I don't think this thing will work because you can't seems to like, okay, this number and above you can buy, and then those with the ID like eight start with 8 million something you can't participate. I think this is not the right thing to do. We can't do that. Will we have a sell USDT feature in Traders Room soon? No, you can do internal transfer, but we don't have sell USDT feature in Traders Room. All the selling, buying of either TFX coin or USDT will be in the exchange, not in Traders Room. Traders Room is only for internal transfer in future, okay, when the system is ready. It's about 4 to 6 weeks time. I saw many of you that mentioned, is that possible? TFX said the TFX coin sell at minimum 70 cent. I saw most of the question is in this nature. I will put into my record and I will present to the management and let them consider your feedback. Continuation of profit as USDT. If 5% of profit as USDT is high, can you offer 1%? 1% you can never know whether it's how much. All right, so we put 10 million, let people coming in. Why you did not allow, why the company, not me lah, and why the company did not allow people exit first and study the new system? Why you forcefully implement this without asking investor? The original objective why people go to try to invest only and not to buy sell trade. Okay, you need not buy sell trade. Okay, find solution on withdrawal first rather than implementing another system without resolving the first issue. Actually, we are doing this. If we don't do this, you want to exit, it should already wait. You make the queue for you to wait for your withdrawal. It could be 4 to 6 months, as I mentioned before. Okay, and it may get longer. Why? Because more and more people, they do not receive the money from their withdrawal. They will say, well, I don't receive money after 4 months. I think you better detach and withdraw. So you have to create a more massive withdrawal, and the queue will become longer and longer. So these are the things that make the management thinking, if we don't move now, what will happen? Okay, so at the current point of the time, at this point of time, what I see and what the leaders see is that is the value of TFX is at 30 cents. If the value of TFX is moving up 40, 50, 70, 80, or even 1 USDT, then there's no issue of whether we're moving into this is right position, right? So the key point is that when you put into the open market, whereby there's a seller buyer buying between each other, if you have more buyer buying, then you can see the price will increase. It's not that we force you to into this. If we don't change this, the old solution will create even longer queue for withdrawal. All right, so this is the logic behind why we need to come up with this. And once we solve the price, become more stable, as you can see, if the price become more stable, I think this issue will be solved. All right. So do bear with us in order for us to come up with various measure in order to push up the price. But of course, the company with stabilizer and the leaders that start to build the new investor base is taking need time to take or need time to build the base. All right, so need time to bring in the new investors. And if we all come in together and start to bring in new investors, that the story might be different. Okay, so that's the logic I can share with you. Okay, it's not I'm saying that you don't do your marketing. No, 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 it's not that. I'm saying that when market you see more people coming in because of low cost of investment, they see the opportunity, they see the record of 10 years of their appointed fund managers. They look at the consistency. That's how you've been attracted into this, right? So if you share with others the same thing, you may see that this thing will start to grow. Okay, so this is my sharing. All right, so don't take it like I accuse you now of not building the marketing. No, 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 it's not. It's the logic behind it. Okay, so this is the logic behind it. All right, so it's not force you into. If you don't move into this new system for temporarily, of course, temporarily you don't see the price is there. But if when the price is up, then I think we solve a lot of issues. Currently, what is lacking in the market is the confidence level, because they see the price dropping, the confidence level also drop. But on the other hand, if you look at the way you came in 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, based on the ground that your fund manager keep repeating performing, right? So if you base on that, if you look at into the perspective and you talk to someone, they are not coming in at one, they are coming at, of course, market price. If they look at this and they see the track record, they might feel that, well, this is something different. And it could be something that I want to go into. All right. So when they come in, it creates a demand. So if all of us together come into this, then I believe that the price will be coming up. Okay, so there's a saying goes when I that I also apply in my life is that to change reality we need to change our mentality. Okay, so when you change our mentality, we change our reality. All right, so I just want to share with you all this so that you have better or different perspective for you to consider, for you to look at it. All right, so these are something I want to share in terms of this. If we don't change, we don't do anything, we still keep back into the old ways, the as usual ways, the fiat way, uh, the withdrawal will be even longer, and the market will even more panic. Okay, the market will become even more panic because of they don't get the money. So they put in social media, they put in everything. So it creates a lot of vicious cycle and even more people going for massive withdrawal. So either way, that's how the whole thing will goes. All right. So why we move into this? Because if we don't do it now, then the old way doesn't work anymore. All right. So we need to move into that. Okay. So I hope my lengthy explanation may not satisfy you, but it gives you the real reason why the management want to move into this. I was surprised, I was shocked at the beginning, but after listening to it, yeah, I mean, what they say is true as well. Otherwise, you create a massive withdrawal and massive, right? When you mean TFX from profit, what is the price you are buying? This is a protection mechanism. Okay, so when the price below one, we mean 1 to 1. Okay, so we follow the protection protocol. Okay, who will benefit? Investor will benefit. That's it. Will China joining TX affecting the pending buy? They are not in yet because we are not stable yet. So the forecast timeline is mid-February to mid-March. When TFX burn 50 million coins, does it mean it become no value or zero value? When it means, what we mean by we burn coin in cryptocurrency practice is that you send this coin into one address that we call black hole. So this address no one have access to it. So it's like when you transfer your TFX coin from one ID to another ID wallet, so the other ID wallet doesn't have access code. So no one can access it. So that is what we call black hole. So when we burn, we just send this 52 million into the address. It's a public address. So it means that the coin has been burned. And not our coin, all the coin in the world, if they want to burn the coin, that's the place they go. Layering I already explained. Okay, next. Why can't TFX coin be a stable coin? People still need to convert from TFX to USDT, so transaction will still occur on open market price, but the price is guaranteed. Yes, not at this period, not at this point of time. When we talk about TFX coin as a stable coin, it's not now. That is a future planning, not now. Okay, we are in the direction. I think what you mentioned is that this is the direction we are moving. Okay. Please answer my question on why the expected time frame is 3 to 6 months for the open market to stabilize. Was informed by the leader that TFX has mentioned that the open market will stabilize in 3 to 6 months. We did not mention is 3 to 6 months because number one, no one can predict the trend in the market because market is not consist of 110 by millions of people. Okay, so you never know each investor how they think, why they think, and therefore you cannot gauge the sentiment of the investors. But what we are saying is that for the price of the TFX to stabilize, it may take 3 to 6 months to see the result. All right, so that's what I can say. It could be 9 months. We never know. All right, but don't take it plainly because of 3 to 6 months. Okay, wait. It should be in a different. You never know. Within 3 months, the new investor coming in fast, and the demand increase. You never know. And those who want to sell, they say, okay, now the price is increasing. I don't want to sell. There could be. All right. So what they think now might not be the same in future. All right, people can change their mind, right, based on the increase. So some of investors, they may say, when the price of TFX keep increasing, they see in the case it might go higher. So why should I sell? So that could be another group. People, they think that, no, now is the best time to exit the market. So they just exit the market. It could be. So you can never predict how they will behave, okay, or how they will act. You can never know. Therefore, I can only tell you that don't quote me, but I can only tell you that that's how you see in the next 6 months. But now, as I mentioned, we are seeing new group of people coming in with different mindset, different perspective. So if this group keep coming in, all right, so let's say you have 2,000, 3,000 business leaders that start actively building worldwide. You can see in the next 2 months, you can see additional more and more people coming in. They buy from the market, they are not trading. They buy from the market to attach. So actually, they're absorbing the supply and put into the attachment. So it's actually how it goes. All right. So you can never know when the price up, people want to sell and they want to sell more, want to sell all, you exit. Okay, and some they have make up their mind to exit. They see the price is going up. No, I don't want to sell. It could be, yeah, it could be the way. All right. Okay, so I think that would be all, guys. Because I see most of the question that's almost similar. I already mentioned this because I think he keep repeating the question. Are you trying to increase? Are you guys trying to increase the buying limit above 10 million? The finance team is doing their best. Okay, the management also is doing their best to go for that. If they can get more, they'll get more. Your question. I don't see your question. Okay, guys, I think that will be all. All right, thank you for attending this webinar. Again, I would like to apologize if I miss your question or I didn't see your question and answer your question. So I apologize for that. So that will be all for tonight. So I see you in the next year webinar. Here I wish everyone Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And for the Chinese, Happy Solstice. Okay, 冬节 OK 快乐 All right, thank you guys and good night.